first heard about the project from Jack Schaefer. Chris Addison and I were working on something else together, and she had mentioned she was developing the script with Rebel. And I don't know, it just kind of was one of those moments where a light bulb pinged, and I just thought, oh, who are you getting for the other lead? And she said they hadn't cast it yet, and I sort of, I didn't really say anything or say that I was interested or any of those things, but I just kind of kept my antenna up, and then I don't know the rest of the process for Rebel, but then suddenly I got the offer and I was really thrilled. I was familiar with the film Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, so I did know the story before I read the script. What I was really delighted by was to find out that by changing the genders of the two main parts, it sort of opened up the film and made it feel not really like a remake, but really like something that was its own thing and really fresh. The first thing I noticed about it when I read it was just how funny it was, and honestly how excited I was to see Rebel do it. I thought, it had been written for her and it was really going to play to her strengths. And then I thought, and Josephine's not a bad part either, so I was really excited to say yes.
The Hustle is essentially a story about a high-class con woman played by Anne Hathaway and a low-rent con woman played by me, typecasting. No, I've never conned anyone in real life. I want to make that clear, but the low-rent thing is, often associated with me. My character is kind of a ruthless con woman, but then also has a heart, and you see that in the film, and I thought that was that's a nice turn for her. When Penny meets Josephine, she's like, whoa, this woman does the same thing I do, but clearly does it way more successfully, and Josephine is like 40 times richer than Penny when you meet her, and she's like, how can I be her? And which I really related to, because I remember when I first met Anne Hathaway, I was like, oh, how could I be that? Like, so glamorous and so talented and such a good actress.
Jack wrote a fabulous, zingy, wonderful script for this movie, which it's not an easy thing to do if you're adapting a beloved classic, which is what she was doing, to take that and make it feel fresh and put a whole other spin, as people say, on it. And it's not just as easy as swapping the genders. It's you've got to find a new way of saying the things that were said 30 years ago. That's hard to do, and she's done it really very brilliantly. The plot of this film is Josephine Chesterfield, master con woman, lives in the beautiful South France town of Beaumont-sur-Mer and has made her home there and is kind of the queen of the patch. Pulls off these incredible high-level scams, conning very rich, gullible men out of money. And then this sort of small-time con woman, Penny Rust, turns up on her patch, and Josephine, realising that she's a threat, tries to get rid of her, doesn't succeed in getting rid of her, and to try and get rid of her, finally, the two of them have a bet that they can pick a man, and the first one to con him out of $500,000 leaves town, and the other one gets to keep the patch.